So I'm just taking a moment to reflect. It's only 179 minutes out of 1,400 that's allowed for the battle. I was getting into a sort of, oh, this is frustrating place. And then I thought to myself, well, this is just a bit like the second Battle of Sirte. I'm sure you were thinking the same. So in that battle, the British Rear Admiral Vian held off the beautiful Italian battleship Littorio and some cruisers and some destroyers, just with a couple of anti-aircraft cruisers and a bunch of destroyers, and which was shielding a convoy trying to get to Malta. I mean, it was undoubtedly a British defeat, but it could have been a great deal worse. And the efforts to using torpedo threats, smoke screens, bobbing in and out, and just posing a constant threat to the overwhelming force of the Italian fleet, has a little bit of this quality. They do seem to be whittling down a bit. There's another few merchant ships, but they seem to have been sorted out. There are a few like this one that I don't know what they are at the moment. Few destroyers. These are probably destroyers, but who knows? And the 6 cruisers are still around, so I don't need to lose my head and go charging in. It's fine. The reports for the carriers are all in the place indicated. There are strikes on the way, and yeah, it's all going fine. So no need for impatience. So let's turn the battle cruisers in towards. We've got this flotilla going towards. We've got the light cruisers heading towards. We have the Gneisenau and Lutzow that obviously have been twisting and turning a little bit. Let's just move them in that direction. We have this little group of German destroyers that I'm just sending down. The injured Z-24 is just trying to sidle off the battlefield and not be in any way a nuisance. We have this group who are under AI control. Notionally, they're supporting the Gneisenau, so hopefully they will go towards the Gneisenau. You never can tell. So yeah, let's plow on. And yeah, you may want to adjust the final strike of 4 dive bombers. Say yes and click on the map. Okay, let's say yes. And let's have a look. I don't know if we can look at the latest report. So the latest report just says 1 CV, but I can't quite see where that is. 1 CV and 3 CVLs. No. Second most recent, okay, is there. So we will click on there and just bring that back up. Trust that's done the business. Let's go back to this battle here and see what everybody is doing. This ship is getting ridiculous punishment. I'm going to go here and I am going to manually tell it to attack those guys and see if that encourages everybody else. See how much ammo this is using. But it would be lovely to kill the whole lot. I was going to say, I didn't know what happened to that big flag. Let's bring this one out again. So more enemy swordfish cap, dealing with our stuff. Lutzow turret back in action. Well, that's nice. Z58 limits flooding. Well done, Z58. 4 Focke-Wulfs coming in, and some Junkers as well. Let's see if they achieve anything in particular. Z60 launching torpedoes. And some more And some more. Okay, I've got the Breslau here, and I'm going to bring them down to the south. Ditto these guys, and ditto the battle cruisers, just to open up their arcs. Heaven knows if I'm almost tempted actually to actually they've got, for them, they've got plenty of shells, so let them have a bit of fun. There's another torpedo. Look at all of this mass. So tons of merchant ship hitting, which in part is the object of the exercise. Really hard, because it doesn't like designate transport 1, transport 2, very hard to know how much damage they're actually doing. I'm just going to go to this destroyer division, and yeah, only one of them has some torpedoes, so we will let them, and actually they might be centerline. Yes, they are centerline. So 4 more torpedoes, and then really we ought to let them go. And oh, they've got tons of torpedoes. Okay, guys, in your own time. And some more. Do I want to pick up some survivors? Yeah, why not? Feeling charitable. So finally, the battle cruisers are engaging some sensible targets. These aren't fouling the range too much. Let's just see if... Nope, he's still holding on for his torpedoes for something better. Let's go here. I think I'm going to take them out because they are a bit close. And ditto these two. Accumulated smoke in the battlefield is being a bit of a problem. They've used up theirs, so they're not really use nor ornament. How are the Berlins doing? So they seem fine. Not great, but yeah, accumulated smoke 10%. See if it's also, yep, sighting range reduced. So nothing super interesting. I'm going to go to my carriers, see how many have returned, select auto strike, choose probably the most recent. That's 140 miles away. If I take the coordination off, okay, coordination here only takes a few more minutes. I mean, it's really only a small strike. And so yeah. So launch them, and let's go to the 2nd division and see how well they are doing. So auto strike them. It just wants to send the jet fighters across. No, I'll wait until they've got some proper people to organize. I'm not going to use the seaplanes on the 1st or 3rd. Actually, the 3rd. Oh, there's no one, and the 1st. Yep. Okay. So we'll just exit that. Let's just zoom out a bit, and again, tidy up these reports. We certainly don't need that. Here's an old pile of them, so let's just clear them. I'm sort of tempted to break off this action. So the distance between this and say, is this the most recent? Okay, that's the most recent. The distance there is, that can't be right. Distance between this and that is 63 miles. So that's about 3 hours. If we have a look, we have 12 hours and 15 minutes to dusk. So yeah, I think it's time to have a look at this. Yeah, there's a bunch of cruisers and things, but they aren't going to be the determinants of victory. There are various bits of damage. So yes, I am going to turn this and send them in this direction, which I don't think actually changes very much at all. I'm going to bring the speed down to 20 knots in order for everything else to catch up. And I'm going to set the various speeds of most of these to follow up and catch up. Right, so that's given them all orders. So hopefully this force will form up, less the few destroyers that have had to be sent home because of various bits of battle damage. Don't know if the British will come after us or not. And let's go for a bit of carrier hunting. And I'm just going to let them run on. And clear the battle area. So bits and bobs of fighting, but nothing too huge. So the Graf Spee has lost sight. Quite a few merchant survivors there. I'm going to say no, partly because I really have no idea where these guys ought to be. Let's go to these reports and get rid of most of them. There you go. Bit of a clearer picture. It's all fine. Let's bring the Graf Spee down to cruising speed. The British are following. Not sure if any of these lots is going to get itself into order. So I think most of these are just not obeying orders. This is only at 5. Why is it at 5? Yeah, maximum speed. Oh, it'll be picking up survivors and stuff. Well, you know, it's a few easy victory points. At 29. Detach you if you're not already detached. Yeah. Still going ahead with these. But because the British are following, I do actually have the ability to just turn back, and following is better than them going after the my carriers. CV hits. No, that's completely bogus. That's probably a CV over there or something. I'm just advancing it on 9 minutes at a time. Actually, I'm advancing it on several minutes at a time until something makes us pause. Right, so that's nature's way of saying, let's hold on. I don't want to be spending time engaging 5-inch cruisers from this distance. Is that, yeah, okay. Here's the Scharnhorst and the Gneisenau, and no, they're on AI, so I can't control them because apparently you can only control them through line of sight. Here are the carriers. They're still fine. They are 95 miles away. If we go to the reports, then here is the last carrier report. So actually, that's getting pretty close. Let's see if there's any auto strikes to do. Okay, that seems better. So let's put it to the last one. So 117 miles. So they all are getting closer. It'd take an hour to coordinate them. Let's coordinate them and see how that does. I'm going to say yes to that, and then I'm going to go to Fluke 2 and see. Yeah, now is a more sensible strike. So it's going to take them a while, from 6 minutes past 9 to 9:30, but that's okay. So let's launch them as well. So it's got them going. And yeah, wow, this is getting interesting. So in fact, let's not turn that way. And let's take this up to 25 and see if we can find some carriers. Wouldn't that be awesome? Yes. I mean, in fairness, there are a lot of transport planes, transport ships to pick up survivors from. So now we are getting close to places that have been reportedly containing CVs. Do I want to? So given that I'm down here, I'm going to say yes. And I'm going to go for here. Okay, should have gone for there. Never mind. Yep, let's go at this end. Okay, let's have a look at these reports again and really clear them out. And we don't care about these destroyers. So there are the two reports. We have that one and that one, that one and that one. So this one, which was earlier at 7:30, is clearly not current. So we're going to go for that one and see what we can see. Enemy aircraft approaching us. Not thrilled about. We are fighting off with AA. Seem to cause any trouble. World Z16. Where's that one? Oh, there it is. Probably already detached, but no harm in detaching it again. Oops, what was that? Eisenhower detects unknown ships. It's probably just this lot. Shame. Oh, they are under control. So let's go for that. Squad max. Let's send them off this way. This is probably just the cruisers and things. And keep the battle cruisers heading this way. Okay, there's another report of a CV. So I am rather liking that, rather than this, which is almost certainly a bogus CV report. And yep, getting thick with carrier reports. Surely they can't be too far. Oh, well, must have been a plane. Yep, here's a plane. So let's have a look at the grass spay. It doesn't seem to be in too much damage, so no flooding. Speed, yep, is 25, which is what we're doing. Okay, but otherwise fine. Well done, torpedo protection. Eisenhower looks out of sight, so they've gone back to AI control. And here we are, still charging away. I'm just wondering, yes. Oh no, we'll keep the cap on the first line division. If these are back in control, yes they are. We'll just flatten them out. These are reportedly all carriers. Apparently. Still nothing on the radar. There's one of the Frenchies. I'm going to point the Eisenhower down towards this kind of space. So it doesn't go too far away from the battle cruisers. Ha! There we go. There we go. I strongly believe that is the British carriers. CACL? I don't think so. It's a real shame that we can't detach the. Oh, do I want to? Oh, I don't really. I don't think it will allow me anyhow. Not with one asterisk worth of damage. But I do want to catch these boys. Let's see if any more. Guys, now out of sight again. An achievement because the battle cruisers are only sailing at 25 knots. Ah, your airspeed is right down. Why are they so slow? Squad max. And let's go for that kind of space. Well, I said they were the carriers. Let's see if we have aircraft approaching my carriers. We haven't seen a carrier since here. Okay. Oh no, I lie. Light carrier there. Well, that's just coming in. So, and another one there. So, yep, still in this general direction. How annoying. Definitely round here somewhere. Unless all of my spotters are blind. Right. I'm aware that I've got these on holding fire at the moment. Yep. I really want to save my guns for the carriers, if I can find them. Surely they must be here somewhere. So, not seen a carrier since this one. In fact, that's reported as a carrier. It could just be the Cordelia. Seems very wrong. It's shooting at me. Sorry, mate. That's just how it goes. Still no. All thinned out into light cruisers, destroyers, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, look at now. I mean, if they're just running, which they could be, I would have a problem. Let's just check if I can't send the graph spay home. Attach. Yes. Oh, it's actually said yes. I am surprised. Oh, it says yes. Is that really true? Yeah, it has detached itself. Damage 20. Let's just see. Yeah, still just carrying that one damage. So let them go after maybe 25 knots, and then these guys can crank their way. What's their max? 29. Let's see what we can see. I'm going to say yes. Yep. Get some scouts out. Sorry, pilots, if I don't stop to pick you up. I'm sure you'll be picked up soon. Right. So we're engaging their cap, but something's happening. Somewhere. Let's get rid of some of these older reports. Well, so we haven't really seen a carrier since just before 8, and it's 20 past 9. I mean, we've got some untimed ones that are more recent. But yeah, we are struggling to get some decent reports going. Okay. Much AA guns and what have you. Not really seeing. Oops, sorry, that was a report of a CV up there. Okay. Happy to go chase mirages. It may not be true, but oh, well, someone somewhere has been hit by a missile and another missile. So we can't argue with that. Can't inspect enemy ships. Can't even know where those enemy ships are. The Graf Spey is having a go at those cruisers. They're still holding fire. Eisenhower and Lutzow are still miles behind, despite going faster than anybody else. So here's some more reports. CVL, CV, and CVL. CVL. So a couple there and 3 there. Let's see how we're doing over the whole strike business. Have we recovered enough? 150 miles. I'm fine for that to be coordinated. Still got missiles. Used a lot of torpedoes, but that's okay. So let's launch them. Have a look at Fluke 2. So a bit of a strike. Yeah, let's launch them too. Check the launch. Okay, still the most promising are in this kind of arc. Let's carry on. 69. We're not going to have any ships left at all soon. A big carrier force up there, so it could be here or in these 3 or up there. Tantalizingly just outside of our radar range, he said, except well, I spoke too soon. CVL, CVL. Tally-ho. Come on, let's run these down. Could be difficult. Let's see if I can... No, they're outside range at the moment. Yeah, okay. This is looking better. I'm going to keep the graph spay tootling along. And obviously far behind. A magic place all of its own is the Lutzow. Where's the oh, Lutzow's there. I better just change into core. I can't change its formation. Perhaps that will make it change its behavior slightly. So yes, this I'm going to get unnecessarily excited, but these are carriers. Yes, I do. I suggest we attack here. Yes, actually that was pretty close. They are under air attack, as well as these guys just over the horizon. My only concern is, amongst concerns, is that they may well be able to outpace me. I also have very few ships left. Let's stop screening and go into support and line ahead for these 2. Clear for actions. And yeah, just a question. Well, how far are they from? Oh, so they're not super far away from Scarpa. Time is 10 o'clock, so still a lot of time but in 9 hours they certainly can get the Scarpa flow and safety. I'm just running it at a minute at a time now, hoping that I can catch them and they could become less than fascinatingly evocative, interesting radar targets and become actual targets. Now, if they want to fly, then they have to go northeast. I don't think we need catapults, thank you. We're all pretending not to be carriers anymore. Okay, so there's a biter class. 31 aircraft. Okay, I'm more than happy to eliminate a little carrier with 31 aircraft. Thank you very much. And now, are we not in some sort of range? CV, yes. Let's go shooting a bit. Actually, let us just go line abreast, just so that when we turn, we might well be able to if we turn up, then we might be able to clear the guns a little bit. So, CV, CVL, CVL, the rest claiming to be cruisers. And, yep, I wish these guys could come along a bit faster. There's Graf Space. I'm going to head him particularly north. He's still trapped at 25 knots, I assume. Yep. So, not really interested in the Cordelia. I want the carrier. Okay, so that says it's another carrier. Not sure how well the air attacks have done. I'm going to straighten up the Graf Spey. And of course the Nizer. Miles and miles and miles away. What that was about. I really don't. I mean, now the Stauffenberg and Reichsgraf are doing 29 knots. Obviously, that's harder to sustain. Don't know whether Van der Tan has gone. Oh, it's down here. Okay. So now we are within torpedo range. There's the main gun range. Oh no, yep. Just within torpedo range. So let's look at the percentages. Oh, so it's not actually giving. Oh, well, obviously, if someone was to take off the main guns, then they might hit something. That's the trouble with holding fire. It's so easy to forget. See state limiting speed. I hadn't noticed that. Let's go in here. 28 knots. Okay, well, at least actually great actually, because it means that they can't really run away from us. Yeah, that's very helpful. So now they've got destroyers and light cruisers trying to shield the carriers. So as you can see, I've got the Van der Tan, the Reichsgraf, and the Graf Stauffenberg all firing away. Pretty poor odds, to be honest. We've got more than half ammo, so obviously the front facing will be taking a bit of pasting. Here comes an air group from Stavanger. Are these still? I'd love them to go up, but if they do, then they'll pretty quickly go out of control. So there's probably no point. Well, I think they're shooting at someone. I don't know who. Well, let's try. And curiously, we are, very much catching them. I might bring the division back into line ahead. I don't want to barrel straight into the middle of them because that will just invite eating some torpedoes. We seem to have fewer on this side than on that side. So I'm going to go on this side. I'm going to send the Berlin straight at this Stag class. And then we'll go slightly to the north. Not sure I can do very much. These guys, but I'm going to take them off screen and put them into line ahead. And again, send them into the destroyers, and probably for several of these others.